Oh, hi everyone, Silas Silence here, and I love how the camera likes to focus on you.
It's because I'm pale. And I'm wearing black, so it just looks like I have a floating white head.
Anyways, we're back with another video.
Oh god.
This time, I'm going to have them do their drag makeup on me. But to make it a little bit more of an interesting video, I'm going to combine it with like kind of the partner tag videos and ask you questions as you're doing this.
Great.
Are
This
you
is gonna
ready?
get interesting.
There's one thing I know. I'm going to end up pink.
You mad about it? God.
No, I was just saying that's the one thing I'm sure about of this video. I don't know anything else about this video, but I know that I'm going to be pink.
Get your face over here then. I'm just priming you.
Priming me for my demise.
No, shut up. You're gonna look beautiful. Shut up.
I love you.
I love you.
See if you know this one. Who is my celebrity crush?
I'm gonna go with Jessica Alba.
Fuck you.
There's a couple that I know you like. I mean, I know you're like lust after Matt Skiba. But besides that, I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know. I haven't heard you talk about that many people besides Matt Skiba and Keira Knightley.
Yeah, don't really talk about many people, so.
I mean, is that it?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure there's other people out there.
Like other
But I'm
that
not
we've
like
forgotten, but you're like.
I'm really not like obsessed with many people. I was obsessed with Keira Knightley for the longest time, but
I mean, hey.
where do I shop for my clothes?
See, I mean, like, neither of us are really have like tons of like we're not like big fashion clothes people. So,
True.
like, the only clothes that I've ever seen you like shop for have either been from like merch shops, like bands merch sites, or like Savers.
I mean, that's pretty much it, unless it's for like Christmas and my dad's buying.
That's fair.
And then it's from whatever. It used to be Hot Topic, but you know,
Oh my
Hot
God,
Topic's
please,
changed.
Jesus, no.
Well, Hot Topic's changed since those days when I would buy a lot of shit from there.
Yeah.
What town did I grow up in?
Mount Vernon, Illinois. Duh.
No, Woodlawn.
Whatever. Shut up. That's like, I could be like, I grew up blank, 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 but most people I'm just going to be like, yeah, I say I grew up in Festus, but I technically grew up in Herculaneum, but like, why would I pick the even smaller shithole town that I actually grew up in to say than the slightly bigger shithole town?
I mean, I'm one for semantics.
Gonna get wild.
I mean, when they're not.
Shut up.
Would I rather write a poem or sing a love song to you?
Sing a love song.
Yeah, pretty much. But usually it's for someone else. I don't.
Well, I was gonna say, and normally it's like badly when you're drunk, in the car on the way home from somewhere.
What color are my eyes?
Shit. You know, I did know this at one point, but I've genuinely kind of forgotten. I have a feeling that they're like a hazel color.
Yeah.
That's a pretty grayish blue.
Oh God.
See, I wasn't even wrong, so I just couldn't remember off the like tippy top of my head.
What is my weird behavior?
All of it.
Rude.
When you say behavior, I mean, do you mean like because like?
I don't know. I'm just reading the questions.
Because that's a
I didn't
stupid question.
make
Because
these
like
questions up.
weird behavior, like all the time, or are we
What's
talking
something that I
just-
do that's weird,
Um,
or that you find weird?
what am I to tell anybody that they're something they do is weird? I don't know. I don't really think that you do anything that's that like weird because like if you're over there like doing something weird, I can guarantee I'm on the other side of the room doing something just as weird. So I don't think I've ever like looked at you and been like, ugh, weird.
I think you have at some point.
Like what?
I don't know.
We may occasionally joke with each other and be like weirdo, but like We're both fucking weirdos, duh. I mean, come the fuck on.
What are the 3 favorite things I like about you?
My butt, and my butt.
Just because I talk about your butt a lot does not mean that.
I don't know. Let me see. I think you like that I like to go on adventures.
Yeah.
That I'm not the most annoying person in the world. And my butt. Like, because I can't be like, my great personality, because, I mean, that's just an out-and-out lie, but...
You do have a great
I'm
personality.
gonna have you, like, turn.
You do have a great personality, though.
Shut up.
But I also love, how special you make me feel, and they make me feel safe. And that you're super caring. You know, if I was saying this off a video, you'd be like, "Aww."
Yeah, but now you're filming it, so I'm like, ugh, puke. I'm just kidding. I love you, babe.
I love you too. Which was my favorite date night with you?
So I'm not gonna lie. I don't even care if this is your answer because it's the correct answer. Is that the best, I think, date that we've ever really been on is our first date when we, like, really first got together, which was emo prom, which was a fantastic fucking night. If you don't say that, then I'd also probably say the aquarium, just because that was, like, a really cool day that we got to share together.
Fairly agree.
Or when we saw Parasite. I mean, that's really, like, the 3 biggest dates that we've ever been on.
True.
So, like,
Although
I
we
can't
had
really,
all these other
I don't
plans,
know.
but, you know.
Well, yeah, and then the world ended. But, like, I don't know, like, it's, again, that's kind of hard because, like, I'm not in your mind. I know we talk about how much fun we had on really all of those dates. So, like, I don't think there's ever been one where we've pointed out, like, oh my god, I love this one so much more than the others.
True.
Oh god.
What?
Just ask it.
No, I was just clearing my throat.
Knock it off with the theatrics.
It's literally, which drinks do I like?
Oh, any sort of hipstery IPA.
Or just craft beer. Not
or
really
like
huge.
Coke Zero. Shut up. Oh yeah, whatever. Go into the details of the differences of craft beer. No,
Well, I mean, I'm
it's
not
whatever
actually...
is hipstery and gross.
That's just because you don't drink.
Well, yeah.
So
Gross.
everything is
Open and
gross.
look up for me.
Would you take a bath with me?
Yeah.
I
take
don't
a
know
bath. That's wild. Yeah, like. If anything, I'm like kind of pissy that we lost the. Not sure how, but we don't have the drain plug anymore at our place. So now I'm like always wanting to take a bath and I can't.
How would you describe our first kiss?
Well, are you talking like the first time we ever hooked up, or like first kiss as a couple? Because those are 2 different things.
Whichever way you want to answer.
Good. Either time. I'm not that picky. Open and look up for me.
Would you like to meet my parents?
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, we've already kind of talked
Yeah,
about
I mean,
that,
like,
so...
both of it, we have plans to meet each other's parents. Well, some of our parents. But, like, you know, then society fell, and a virus took... Then the Fire Nation attacked. Open and look up.
Do I often make you angry?
No. Annoyed is different than angry. Occasionally, yeah, I'll be like, would you shut the fuck up, I swear to God. But, like, that's everybody, though. Like, every couple has moments where they're like, oh my god, shut up.
How would you describe the way I smell? This is interesting since you're a lot about smells.
Oh, yeah. Well, it depends. Sometimes it's like cigarettes. Love you to death, but it's true. And
I'm working on it.
And sometimes it's lovely, like when you wear the cologne that I bought you. Which now that we don't have anywhere to go, you almost never do.
Well, I don't see the point of putting it on when we don't go anywhere.
There's where we're different, because I wake up in the morning and I'm just like, well, I also wear it for me. Like, fuck anybody else. It's for me.
What is my best personality trait?
Your kindness.
Would you make out with me if I was all sweaty from the gym?
We literally both do drag, so we both get sweaty and gross and then make out with each other in bars. So, like, yeah, if people don't, like, y'all weak. I'm just saying, like...
I think I already know the answer to this next one because we've kind of somewhat talked about it. If when we got married, where would you take me on a honeymoon?
Probably the place that I think you're probably thinking of is Colorado.
Yeah, which is originally what we talked about.
Or, but we've talked about a couple different places though, because like I know there's a lot of places that we both want to go. We both have terrible wanderlust. I mean, and that's kind of, you know, not helping the current situation of the world right now. Okay, look at one so I can finish.
You know what?
No, I don't know what.
All right. If we were stuck on a boat with only one life jacket, would you let me have it?
Of course.
Why?
Also, well, one, again, that's kind of a stupid question because, like...
I think we'd fight trying to give it to each other, be like,
that's
you have it.
No, you, babe. But at the same time, like, it's kind of a situation where, like, in Titanic, they both could have fit on the door. Like, I don't know, I grabbed some, like, realistically, a boat's going down. This is where I can't do these questions because I'm going to sit here and logic my way into both of us surviving. I'm going to sit here and be like, yes, of course I'd let you grab one, but I'd also then go look for, a couch cushion or something to use.
What is my dream goal in life?
To be happy.
Okay.
Well, we've talked about a lot of our goals, but I don't know if, like, this might sound terrible, but I don't know if we've ever really talked about, like, to be fair, I will defend myself a little here, is that, like, we're living through a worldwide pandemic, so, like, most of our goals are, like, make it till next week. So, like, we've talked about a lot of things that we'd like to do, but, like, look up a little. But I would say, like, goals of yours that I know would be...
So it's asking what is, like, what would be, like, a dream goal now? Well, what is my dream?
Well, dream, I would say, like, be a, like, well-renowned special effects artist.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, neither of us want, like, a house in the country with kids or some shit, so, like...
Jordan would probably have a totally different answer for this one, but what's the craziest thing I've done? Or that you've known I've done?
See, again, like, I don't... Turn your head this way. That I know you've done? See, most of the time Jordan starts telling these stories.
True. That's why I was like, so, Jordan would have the good answer.
Well, that's where, like, normally I hear the beginning of a story from you, and then Jordan is like, oh my god, I remember that time that we did this and that, and I don't always hear. So, like, so I don't really know what I would say. What would you, like, now I want to know, though, like, what would you say is one of the craziest things you've done?
I don't know, I'd have to actually think about that one.
Yeah, because, like...
none of my stories are popping in my head. I asked Jordan, like, right now, and he would have, like, 5 stories.
We are also similar enough people where, like, as crazy and stupid as we are, like, a lot of stories I find with us kind of involve us with other people. So it's more of like a group story. I don't know if I've ever heard you say, tell some story where I was like, I can't believe you did that. Where you, like, I don't know, robbed a mafia poker game or some shit.
Oh yeah, that one time back in college. Speaking of college, I don't know if we've ever talked about this, but what was my college major?
We have talked about this. I'm pretty sure it was forensics.
Yeah.
It was forensics, but you were taking, like, chemistry too because you wanted to be, like...
Yeah, well, the only program to do that is be a chemistry major, specializing in forensics.
You know, I think...
I was just saying.
I thought, like, that's, I knew.
But then I was also a chemical engineering major too. Later on.
See, I didn't know that.
That's why I went to Rolla.
Oh God. For anybody who doesn't live in Missouri, Rolla, or like the greater Missouri, Illinois, bi-state area, y'all know Rolla is garbage.
What was your favorite TV show as a kid?
I had a couple. So I would say when I was like, but it's it depends I guess on age range.
I'll just
and
keep
stuff.
you.
You're fine. This is proving to be a little bit more difficult on like your. I fucked it up. Fucked it up. Come here.
Well, I can't see anything you're doing, so.
I will say when I was younger, when I was like a younger child, like past toddler, but definitely still like in elementary school, I was very into Ed and Eddie. I don't like it. That was just like a wild ride. I loved that show when I was like really young. I also really liked SpongeBob, of course. But I will probably say my all-time high-ranking favorite from, like, when I was a little bit older, maybe once I was old enough to kind of understand how gripping it was probably Avatar, Last Airbender. I also had a massive crush on Prince Zuko.
I never watched it, so I.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I've never watched it.
Okay, well, it's coming to Netflix. Once this is out, it might already be there. So, like, you're gonna watch it. I hope you know. I mean, yeah, it was. It's okay.
See, I was very much a 90s Nickelodeon
Which,
kid.
like, I know, like, but, like.
Which, of course, can you guess what, like, one of my favorite, like, pretty much my favorite was out of all of those?
Honestly, I think I'd probably end up getting it wrong. Because my guess would probably be. My best guess would probably be, like, Rocko's Modern Life.
So, I'm not talking about cartoons. Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair.
Because it didn't
does make
ask
sense.
cartoons, it just says as a child. Which you
I guess,
automatically
which,
think.
like, I mean, I guess if you're, yeah, I think when I was just thinking in the vein of, like, children's TV. I will say, if we expand it to TV, once I was a little older, I also was a huge That's So Raven fan. Which also
See, that was
checks
a
out.
little, like, I still ended up, like, watching those because I was still a little bit watching occasionally, but, like, it was probably past the time I should really have been watching any Disney Channel shows.
Okay, but, like, also, cartoons have now become, like, one of the big things now, like,
Yeah.
everybody loves. Now, like, cartoons are, like, winning major awards and shit like that, and because of, like, Rick and Morty and stuff like that. Ooh.
Do you remember the first thing I said to you?
Not at all. I don't know. I was drunk sitting Florence the night that you, like, first spoke to me in person, so, no.
Yeah, it's not like I remember.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you gonna, like, pull, it was probably, like,
No, it was
because, I mean, I remember, like, a first, like, in-person conversation that we had, and it was all like, hey, haven't we talked online before? And you were like, maybe, I don't really remember. So.
What is my shoe size?
I don't really know, honestly. I know it's small. Like, I could just guess, like, 3, and I'm sure I'd get it right, but not, like, the number 3. I mean, like, I don't know, 6, 5,
Maybe 6, 7.
7. Yeah, sure, whatever. Like, exactly.
Depending on the shoe. What do I dislike most?
Well, Jessica Alba. I would say, like, you're definitely not a fan of confrontations.
No, not at all.
You're not big into, drama.
What is my favorite color?
Green. Oh my God, it's very obvious. Like, I didn't even have to ask. Like, when we first got together, it wasn't like I had to be like, so, what's your favorite color? Because it was like, everything, like, every time he's putting on makeup, it's like, green. Let me find some green.
What is my best feature?
That's hard. I really love your hair. You have a really nice...
Not to fuck anything up. My nose
That's
really
fine.
itches.
I would say, like I said, I really love your hair, which I know that's kind of a cop-out feature because it's not really like, it's a changeable feature, but I would also say like, you have nice legs, you have nice... Yes, I think you have nice legs. You do. You even made a comment, like one of the, like, earlier in our relationship where you were like, I got my dad's thighs or something. Your dad's probably going to watch this and be like, that's weird. But it is true. You did say something about like, oh, you know, my dad's side of the family, we all have thick thighs. I was like... And that's probably when I was like, oh, that's funny because on my mom's side of my family, we all got fat asses. Yeah, like hair, I think you have a very handsome face. I think you're a very, in general, just a handsome person. So that's why I'm like, I don't really know if there's like one feature where I'd be like, oh, take the rest of it, but I'll keep this.
What part of your body is my favorite?
My butt. Like, okay, when he's shared more than a few pictures on like his photography page, like on his photographer Insta, where it'll be like me performing and I'll have like 50 like stills of me just with the derpiest stupid face and then ass.
Are you complaining?
Not fully, but you know, sometimes I'm like, God, you couldn't have like got my face for once?
Would you notice if I did not wear pants?
I wouldn't. I mean, like, in public, yeah, but, like, probably not in person, because who, like, always wears pants around the house? Like, what kind of boring-ass people? We occasionally just wake up in the morning and are like, not feeling it today, and just walk out and, especially during quarantine, walk our asses out and just plop wherever.
Who is my best friend?
Jordan, duh.
What is my greatest fear?
Ooh, I just dripped water activated. I just dripped paint on you. Greatest fear. Are we talking existential fears or are we talking superficial fears? Should I say, like, dying alone? Because, like, yeah, everybody, but, like, I know you to not like, Actually, I don't know that many things that you're, like, afraid of. Confrontation? Like, what?
Yeah, I don't really have any of those, like...
Like I said, superficial fears. Well,
Yeah.
we're just gonna have to work with that smudge because it's not going anywhere.
Like, I'm not really, like, afraid of, like, snakes or, like, you know, spiders, except for, like, you know, if they sneak up on you, I'm gonna scream because I'm not ready for it.
Well, yeah, but, you know, you're not...
But when they're at their distance, I'm not
going
gonna freak out like Jordan when he
Oh,
sees
for
a
sure.
photo of
Because, like,
a snake.
Jordan is, like, you show him a picture of heights or snakes, and it's just out the door. It's the cat on the roof. It's, like, Wile E. Coyote, like, falling through like, off a cliff.
The next one really doesn't actually have an answer because there's not really...
What, is it, like, my favorite drink or something?
No, it's like, where's the most public place we've had sex?
You know, I will talk about that with my friends, but, like, that's not a...
Yeah, for one, that, and then, like, two...
Well,
like...
also for us, like, the bedroom. Like, we've, again, like, only been dating for so many months before the world ended, so...
Would I prefer a dream wedding to be simple or luxurious?
No, I would say that depends on how luxurious, because I consider simple, like, shotgun wedding in the courthouse, so I know you, like, well, if you ask me what's the difference between, like, a simple... If we're talking, like, royal wedding with a palace and a bunch of, and, like, hundreds of people, probably not, but I definitely would say that you want something more than just a little quickie at the courthouse. I mean, is that too far off?
No, I was just
because we've talked about
I
like,
just
what
love
we
your
want.
explanations of things. Do I have any birthmarks? If so, where?
You have like freckles and some like stuff like that, and a few like moles, but you don't really have. I don't know, because I consider like when you say birthmark, normally I think of like big port wines marks or something like that.
It's on my back. It's probably hidden by hair.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, but that's...
I was like, it's hidden by hair, but I have one on my back.
I've seen that before too, but I guess I just like lumped it in with freckle because it's not that big.
I think it used to be bigger. I think the hair hides it for the most part. Like
that's fair. I used to have like a lump on my head, like in a weird place. It was like a oh wait, there it is. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I was like, I feel every once in a while when I'm scratching your head.
That's why, like, when I have, like, thoughts of, it's quarantine, I'm going crazy, should I shave my head? I'm like, wait, nope, can't do that.
How long have we dated?
It would just pass 6 months. So yes, I mean, like, 6 months and 12 days, has it? What day is it? Oh my god.
It
Yeah,
is
14,
the 14th.
wow. We definitely, I don't think either of us anticipated this becoming this involved, but I can't be trusted with makeup. I go wild.
Do you believe in soulmates?
No, that's a stupid... You shouldn't have asked me that, because, like, I could go on a rant about that. And, like, that's a stupid, outdated term that diamond companies, like, hook. Literally, like, there's 7 billion people in the world, but your soulmate definitely lives in the same town as you. Sure, Jan.
What is the first thing I wish you didn't do?
Oh, ask you if you're okay all the time. That one's actually, like, we've never really talked about it out loud, but I know it's true. Because I'm, like, a crazy, like, are you okay? Did I do anything? Like, are you upset? And you're just like, no, shut up! We're fine. I just want to be alone for a second. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna go walk in the cemetery while you calm down. Even though we don't really fight. Like, when I say calm down, it's more like, I'm gonna calm down in the cemetery while you sit here and, not. And already be calm, really.
Would you kiss me in front of your mother?
Duh.
I love how the order of these questions go, because it literally asks that, and then the next one's on a scale of 1 to 10, rate my sex game.
That's, okay. Wow, that took a turn. I mean, I'm not that picky. 10. Cute. It's good. It's whatever. I have fun.
Do I prefer cuddling on a couch to a dinner date?
Depends on the day.
True.
Definitely some days where you're like, I do not want to... I mean, there are days where I couldn't pry you off that couch with a, like, crowbar. But then there are other days where you're like, found a new place, we gotta go try together.
Which song reminds me of you?
Ooh, there are several. I don't actually think I know the names of some of them.
Probably not like any on that mixtape.
Yeah, but I would say, like, there's at least one that I would say probably the most. And that'd probably be Here in Your Arms by Hello Goodbye. Or what's that one that's like, anyone can make me a better person you could? I don't even remember who sings it.
Must have done something right from Reliant K.
That one. Yeah.
How do you feel when you think of me?
Gassy. No, I'm just kidding. Lovely, of course.
What am I great at?
Special effects makeup, cooking, and, taking care of me.
What 3 countries would I really like to visit?
Can I just guess and see if I get close?
Sure.
Okay, because, like, UK. Is that really right? Okay,
Yeah.
like,
I told you I wanted to go, like, backpacking.
I was gonna say, the
Europe,
only place we've ever really talked about other than America are, like, places in America that we want to go to, which is not to say that we don't want to go to, like, certain places. It's just that I just don't think, again, like, right now I think we're worried about, like, when the world's gonna cease to end. So, like, I would say, like, England, UK, Italy, maybe? I don't know. What are some places?
Yeah, mainly I would really like to go through backpacking
Vaguely
through
Europe.
Yeah.
Like, there's basically nowhere in Europe that you'd be like...
Probably Ireland, one of the most out of those.
I feel like I should have known that. I feel like we've talked about Ireland.
But outside of that, Australia.
Well, that'd be lovely. I've always really wanted to go to France. But, like...
That doesn't surprise me.
Why?
I don't know, it just seems like you would be someone that would...
Have a vague disposition of, ugh.
Yeah, that's exactly. Who said I love you first?
You. Wait. No. Me. We said it at, like, the same time. I don't know if that... Because it was literally...
I was kind of vaguely hinting around it, so I can't remember who actually said it first.
I'm pretty sure it was basically one right after the other, so I don't really know if I'd... Even if there was one person who said it, like, first, I don't know if I'd really, like, put too much... Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like we both kind of said it at the same time.
Yeah. Describe me in 3 words.
Adorable, kind, and anxious.
What are my deal breakers?
As far as, like, dating someone...
I think that's what it...
Try not to be, like, medically insane. But I can't say you've always adhered to that.
Rude!
Deal breakers, I would say just don't be an asshole. I don't really think that there are too many things that you're like, if I see you, you know, chew gum on a Thursday, we're done. Like, I don't think you have any weird, just kind of don't be stupid.
What outfit of yours do I like the most?
Probably when I'm wearing a corset and a jockstrap. And collecting dollar bills from sweaty club goers so that we can eat Uncle Bill's later and you can get pictures of my butt. In a tasteful way.
In a tasteful way. At what point did you want to make us official?
Pretty soon. I mean, really, we started... We had hung out a couple of times. We'd been friends for a while. I knew that I wanted to be, like, serious with you, really, like, on our first date, which is kind of, well, like, it's kind of hard because we had hung out and gone on date-like things, but then it kind of became official all at once after our, like, kind of official first date, our first, like, romantic date where we, like, dressed up for each other and, like, I was your date and you were my date, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I would say probably, like, pretty much, like, it's kind of be dumb, but kind of immediately. I knew that we were gonna end up together pretty much right after we started talking.
How would you describe the way I kiss?
The way, I would probably say, like, passionately and a lot.
Are you complaining?
Yeah, no, because you're like, you love to be like, kiss me, and then you give me like 4 kisses in a row.
Can you read me by looking into my eyes?
Absolutely. You're very easy to read, hun. I'm not trying to, that's not a read either, like, that's not a criticism either, but you are, if you're angry or you're upset, it's not, oh, that was gross. It's pretty easy to tell. Kind of lift your lids a little. Close your eyes and lift your lids.
Have we ever tried to kiss each other in awkward situations?
Absolutely. But we're both relatively awkward people. Of course, there's been times where, like, I've leaned in for a kiss and you've been, like, fully caught off guard and didn't, like, and we had an awkward kiss, but I've never thought it was, like, that awkward.
Do you remember what I was wearing on our first date?
A blazer, black nail polish.
Because it was emo prom.
Okay, well, I mean, I was gonna say, like, it was all black. I mean, I don't really know. I know I, like, fretted wildly over what I should wear, because I wanted to, like, wear something that kind of matched. Well, actually, that was your suggestion. You were like, we should match. And I was like, that's the most fucking adorable thing I've ever heard in my life.
Have you ever regretted my behavior?
Only when you've been drunk. And that's not me saying, like, I've ever been upset with you or angry at you or anything like that over it, but there's, what y'all don't know is that when he gets drunk, he tends to, start talking and not stop. And it's a rambly nightmare. Have you ever regretted my behavior? Or been, like, embarrassed by me? Trying to think of which time to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, just sometimes I get awkward when you get really loud sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm allowed. I grew up in the South with, like, the loud Southern yelly women like, oh my God, Charlene, over here, darling. So, like, I'm a loud bitch.
But it's never, like, bothered me to an extreme extent. Just sometimes I'm like,
Shut up.
a little.
Open and look up for me. Open and look up.
Have you ever wanted to end a relationship?
Absolutely not. Have you?
I should just cut that off right when you say absolutely. Just like edit it to the next part.
Shut. How dare you?
No, not at all. If that was a serious no, not at all. I felt like that could have sounded like.
No, you're fine. I got you. I mean, there have definitely been times where I've like been absolutely terrified that like you were not happy with me, or that like close me, or that like, oh my god, what if like I'm making a huge mistake and he hates me or something like that, because like I'll make decisions about like, especially with us like living together, when Rose got out, I fully thought like he's gonna think I'm the biggest mistake he's ever made. But besides that, no. Does that make sense? Like, because the answer is no, but there's definitely been times where I have thought like, you know, what if things aren't perfect or something? What if things aren't perfect? If everything isn't perfect all the time, then he's gonna hate me.
How would you recognize me in a crowd if you couldn't see my face?
I'd look for the person ordering a Leinenkugel or some other sort of craft beer. I would look for Jordan, for sure, because Jordan's a little bit taller than you. That's probably the big thing, is I'd actually probably look for, I mean, assuming we're at, like, say, attitudes where our friends are going to be there. If it was, like, just some random crowded street and we were the only two people that, like, there wasn't somebody else there with us, I have no idea. I would just pray to the gay gods, like, whatever.
Well, we probably wouldn't have gotten separated if that was the case.
Realistically, yeah. I don't know, like, because that's one of those, like, y'all don't realize he is 5 foot nothing. So, like, if I lose him in a crowd, like, it's not like I'd have to, like, put a balloon on his, like, tie a balloon to his back or something like that. Like, well, like when you were the old man from
I knew exactly where you were going with that. Would you live your whole life with me?
Of course. Duh. These are going to be kind of easy questions for us because we've already talked about a lot of this stuff.
True.
Like, I already know that I want to, we both want to be with each other for a long-ass time. We don't have any intentions of anything else, so, like...
What is my favorite snack and why?
I
love how all like the girlfriend ones have an and why or something like that.
Ice cream because you're so unpredictable. Open and look up.
Am I a light or a deep sleeper?
Well, see, I'm a very deep sleeper, so I honestly couldn't tell you because I'm always. You're definitely like you do sleep later than me sometimes, but I've never, like, I've slept through earthquakes. I don't think I've ever seen you like sleep through anything that I never felt like I really had like a struggle of a time waking you up. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Am I a neat freak or do I tend to leave socks and other items lying around everywhere?
Both of us are kind of messy. Like, neither of us are dirty. There's a difference between dirty and messy, but we are both a little cluttery. To an extent. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like that bad.
Am I able to keep my anger under control?
Absolutely. Your on discomfort, not really, but your anger, absolutely.
Do I drink beer?
Yes.
Do I drink whiskey?
Probably if somebody gets it for you for free.
No. Whiskey is one that should have been on my hated.
Really? I didn't know. Whiskey. Well, again, like I guess that's maybe just one thing where like we've never really specifically talked about. Whiskey is a no beverage.
Do I give great gifts?
Yes, absolutely. Best part. Okay, no, legit. When we first got together, like first Christmas or like for my birthday, which was only a month after we got together. He got me a Dolly Parton shirt and one of her albums on vinyl, and I screamed. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. This is too good.
This is kind of like the rapid fire round as we were coming to the end, so it's just random, like almost yes or no questions. Do I give money to a homeless person?
Well, in St. Louis, if you did every time, you'd go broke. So I would say, if you had extra, I'm sure you would.
Do I have allergies?
Yes, but not to many things.
Do you have any scars?
Yeah.
Do I have a
both of them.
condiment / hot sauce preference?
Yes, absolutely. You love ranch. So, like, if that's like, if you could only save one, you know, if there's a fire and you can only save one, I'm sure that'd probably be the one.
Do I like celebrating my birthday?
Probably not. Not like a lot. You do it with like friends, but you wouldn't be the kind of person to throw like my super sweet 6. I should probably revise that because yes, you would want to like have a party, but like it would be a small gathering with friends per se. Does that make sense? Am I wrong? Like how often am I on that one?
It probably sometimes depends on the year because sometimes it's a little bit more
Party.
Yeah.
Rager. Wild.
Well, never like crazy, but do I like cuddling?
Yes, absolutely.
Do I like foreplay?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, we're gonna have to do your lips.
Do I like neck kisses?
Yes.
Do I like soft or aggressive kisses?
Both.
Do I like to travel?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. I cannot wait till this quarantine's over.
Do I look ugly when I cry?
No. You don't, like, I ugly cry. You don't ugly cry nearly like I do. Because I will drown a peasant village. Like, you kind of get a little weepy, but not as severe as me.
You want to know what I think I look like?
What?
This troll doll with
Shut
a beard.
up. I hate you. You also got, like, a big, like, streak of red paint in your hair. Well, what do you think?
It's not bad. I literally look like this troll doll with a beard.
I feel like there's, like, I got a little lazy at the end. You know, this is not my best work. So, like, the freckles definitely came off. Some of them look a little bit more like splotches.
Good job,
I had to
Dan.
cover up a major mistake with, like, a little heart on your cheek. So, but it's fun to see you looking like me. I also probably could have painted your ears, but I didn't do that either. I love you.
I love you.
This was fun, though.
Sure. Is it montage time?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, you're not even in frame. You gotta shrink down. You gotta come to my size. You gotta come to my height. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like. Also, let us know if you want to see more videos of us doing makeup
Stupid
stuff.
shit.
Yeah, stupid shit or makeup to each other and whatnot.
Makeup to each other?
Yes.
Make at each other?
Yeah.
Directionalized?
Yep.
Okay.
Anyways, I will see you, or maybe we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.